Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day and a great weekend. Well, today we are going to be working on the autumn house that I got from Amazon, and this is a MayDear kit from Amazon. So yeah, and we're going to be working right up here in the trees. And I have my silicone finger covers. I don't know if, since they're silicone, were they meant to be used to pick up hot things? I don't know. Just asking for a friend. But, you know, they work really good for this. I got these from my friend. I think her name is Caroline, and I will put a link in the description below. I believe that she sent it to me. They do have like ridges on the outside, but she said turn them inside and it stays on your finger better. Now this one, of course, is too big. I can't have it on every finger, but you know, I've been sewing like a mad woman. Like I know it's an odd thing. You know me, 5 minutes. Okay, let's do something else. No, I've been working on that Christmas ornament thing that I started. Christmas ornament. It's called Welcome Christmas, and working on the ornament on the thing. I stitched until I couldn't see anymore last night. So, yeah. And we're just finishing up this thread here for the, I think it's like a lime green. And then I got thread out to do the yellow because I wanted to work at the top of these trees right up in here. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, it's kind of a crappy day out. I mean, it's like it's it's a little cloudy, but the wind is blowing like anywhere from 15 to 35 miles an hour out there. So, yeah, I'm not real thrilled about that. Not that I have any place to go. Yeah, no. We're not going anywhere today. I made my beef and noodles yesterday, which was absolutely yummy, so we had those left over. I just made a small batch, 6 quarts. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how many quarts it is, actually. I just made it in my Dutch oven so that it was smaller than... I have a great big huge 12-quart cooking pan. When I worked at restaurants, that's what we used to make green chili in. We had 3 of those going because we'd go through, 36 quarts of green chili a week. Quarts. They happen to love, the people love the green chili where I worked. And they used it on breakfast and they used it on lunch and dinner, see, so we were always going through green chili, and we'd make batches. Like on Sunday for the rest of the week, it was something else. I never used so much green chili in my life. And people would buy it by the cup, by the bowl, or have it smothered on any kind of burrito they had, or anything else. They also had chili rellenos. Yeah, so we used a lot of green chili. We're going to get rid of this thread because it's kind of driving me over the edge. So yeah, I worked on that little ornament, and I've almost got it, the ornament done. I wouldn't say I have anything else done. And it's got like 500 color changes in it. Oh yeah, it's just special. Yeah, I picked the one that had the most, I swear, the most color changes in everything. So yeah, it's been kind of a a bear, and it's not that big of a thing. So I've been getting out half strands of thread. I guess I could show it to you, huh? Hang on. I'm back. So see, I've almost got it done. There's like a few more things that I need to add, and I'd only use like a strand, full strand, and then divide it into three, so I would just use up the thread going this way. So yeah, it's coming along. But yeah, that took almost half my day, shall we say. I finally quit about 9:30. I was like, I'm done. I can't anymore. I just cannot see. Do you get that way? I don't know if anybody else stitches until they can't see, but I always thought that was like a metaphor. But no, it's real. I just kept hacking away at it, one symbol at a time. So, yeah, it's been swell. Let me see if I can bring you down just a bit. It's almost a little hard to see the yellows next to that white on this, but we're just gonna wing it. It's okay. Nobody is gonna know if you did or didn't stitch it, or if you stitched the right color. Just, I try to maintain, but some days it just, it's all I can do to see the symbol. I watched Helen D this morning, and she was making a little small. Well, she made a small, and then she was putting it into these little tea light holders. One was shaped like a turkey, one was shaped like a spider, but she had a little turkey, let's call it motif, that she had stitched, and she put it in there. And I thought, yeah, my brain starts moving. Yeah, well, I don't have any tea light things, but I was thinking I could find something small in my Blackbird Designs Christmas book or one of the others. I can't find my autumn book. That doesn't mean anything. Trust me, it's here. It's just somewhere that I can find. But I was looking for something small-ish to make because I thought, well, I could make, say, a little, like a Christmas type ornament, or I could make a little thing to go on my scissors, which would only add to the clutter over there where I have all my scissors stashed, because the basket that I made was way too big, and there's no place to sit it, and it's so lightweight it'll just tip over. It actually needs a rock in it just to keep it from falling over, so I have no place to put it. But anyway, I was thinking about like a scissor fob thing, or just little tiny ornaments, because my tree is not very big. It's probably 4 feet. I don't think it's 5. If it's 5, that's a stretch. 5 feet tall. But something small. I don't have to put too terribly small ornaments on it, so I know it's not 6 feet, because it'll fit on a table. Oh, yeah. We're having fun now. So, yeah, I went through that episode of looking for something, and then I stopped myself, and I couldn't. It's like, no, I don't know. And I should be looking around for little free things that are something small and easy to make. Because I wanted something that I could kind of accomplish. I mean, stitch, at least, in one day. Yeah, I can't find that. So, that's where that whole episode ended. And I couldn't find anything small in Blackbird. I don't know, I'll have to look at, what is it, Christmas Garden, and see what ones of those are small. Because I have some pieces of material that aren't very big that I could use. Like I've got some in green. Don't ask me what the Picture This Plus uh, name is. I think I have like Regency and Heritage and maybe, what is that? See, I can't even. I want to say Authentic, but that's not it. Like, oh, I don't know what the word is. I don't know, it's kind of a rust color. And then I have Opal. So I have a few of those, but they're all in 16 count. And then I have some Lugana in 28 count. Because that's... I do have 32. I have a big, huge ass piece. Sorry. Big piece of Azure Blue in 32. I can't even hardly see where to stitch. And I was going to stitch that Perron, or however you say his name. The one with the trees. Oh yeah, that ain't happening. I don't know. You gotta have some fortitude to do that. So, yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah, I have those lovely, beautiful patterns that I'll probably never ever stitch. I don't know, unless my stitching ability picks up, which I'm not in the foreseeable future seeing that. I don't know, I just can't keep track of what's what. And it's a beautiful pattern. That one with all the trees, it's just beautiful. And I couldn't figure out if I wanted to stitch it with a single thread of DMC or what. And I don't have any white. I was going to make a multicolored. I had great plans for that stupid pattern, but it's just too hard to keep track of. And on Lugana, it's a nightmare. So, I don't know. I don't know. I have 3 or 4 of those that it's like, nope. And I can't seem to stitch Leslie Tear either. I think that's how you say her name. Tear or Tear? I'm not sure. Yeah, I have that lovely blue and white Chinese. It looks like the blue willow plate. No, can't do that either. It's just too much. I don't know, sometimes I think designers go overboard. But, I mean, I realize that they are trying to satisfy a big amount of people that either are just starting or people that are very, very experienced. Yeah, I have the worst time changing colors or just doing 3 stitches of something. I can't get it in my brain how to stitch that without leaving long strands. It just does not compute with my brain. So, I don't know. Does anybody else have that kind of problem? So then I just abandon it all and I do this because it's easy for my brain. My brain, I think, is wearing out. I mean, I like to do my bristles, but that's a whole nother ballgame. That's like single color. You don't have to change colors. And it just goes right along. So, if you want something simple to do that is counted, just do a bristle. But I don't know. Maybe I'm making it harder than it is. I'm not real sure. And this is why I don't do, what do you call it? Full coverage counted. I can't keep track of it. I don't have a decent tablet, and I have nowhere to set a tablet as I stitch because I need it, the pattern right in front of me. So, yeah, I'm just kind of lame that way. And that's why I like Bristol's. It's just one line at a time. Just do, you know, do the letters, do the numbers, do the pattern, and everything works out just absolutely perfectly. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. But I guess I'm not wired to do that. And I love Jeanette Douglas, but her problem is she gets different stitches. She puts all different stitches into her cross stitch. So, yeah, I can't even play with the big kids. What can I say? So I'll just stick to my Bristols. I like them. I like them the best of anything I've ever done, counted. I do like, what is it? Scarlet House? Is that right? Yeah, I like them. They have nice patterns. But some of these, it's like, holy crap, I can't even know. Maybe I'm too ADHD to stay in one spot and stitch. And I don't know how these people use that dang pattern keeper and then stitch all the stitches that need to be stitches ahead. Oh, heck no. Yeah, I'd be so lost. I can't do that. We're doing enough just doing it right here and doing this, which is fine. And, I like counted, I really do, but sometimes I just bite off way more than I can chew. And Cooler Designs, oh god, don't even start with Cooler Designs, Mirabilia, Chatterlane, no. Any of those, it's just too much. And I can't do that. Inspiration, it irritates the heck out of me. Because I really like that pattern, but there's so much back stitching, if I don't know if you call it back stitching only when you go around something, but it has back stitching and then you'll stitch something and it'll be connecting. Oh no, I can't. I'm just not wired. So I have the pattern, I can look at it and I can dream, but yeah, there's just some patterns that nope. After I got them, I was like, not happening. I have about 10 of those, yeah. I fall in love with the pattern, and then I think I can really do it. Heck, I can't even stitch on With Thy Needle Too, or whatever it was called by Leela Designs. Oh, yeah. I stitch on it just a bit at a time. I just gotta be in the mood, I guess. Who knows? And I always end up here, stitching on a pre-stamped, because it's less stress. And stitching should be fun, not stressful. You know? Well, we got that top part done, didn't we? Now, I think I'm going to go over here. Because you have that green right next to that yellow. And over here, these look kind of yellow-green. I may have to look at them. I don't know if I'll even go that far. I'll just make a judgment call and stitch. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that knows that it is what it is, you know? And nobody's perfect. It's a pretty color. I have no idea what color it is. There are 52 colors in this. And I'm just trying to stitch some of these bigger parts when I'm making a video because it's easier to do. But if I'm sitting here, I can't just stitch that color. I know, it's stupid. It just bores me to death. So see, I'm killing two birds with one stone here. I'm talking to you and making a video and accomplishing a bigger area. I do love this pattern. It is so beautiful. And my friend Jill in the UK reminded me that I have that Christmas, well, it's a picture of a front room. There's a tree on one side, there's a couch in front of the window, and then you do the window and what's outside in the snow. Yeah, I have to find that because I about got the tree whooped. She finished it, of course, because she went and got it after she saw I had it. So, yeah. Yeah, she accomplishes things. I don't. She's Jill Green on YouTube, so check her out. She does counted, and she does stupid thread. Counted and pre-stamped as well. Yeah, but she accomplishes things. I get distracted, I swear. Oh, whoops. Well, how great is that? Missed crossing over 2. Come on, thread. I think we can manage one more before I have to get rid of that thread because it won't go up and down. Oh, goodness. I worked a little bit on the Great Wall. I'm working on it a little bit at a time. It's a little bit. I want to get back to London and start that. It's Big Ben, I think. Right there. Like on this side of the edge. Yeah, because I want to see, but it's confetti too. Yeah. So, we'll see. I'm going to try to finish that one ornament. And then maybe I'll get out London again and work on it because it's so pretty. It has lots of golds and browns in it. I love that. Yeah, I'm a 70s girl. Avocado green, harvest gold, and then whatever the orange was. I just love that type of color. So, a lot on my mind, but I do have to find that Christmas one, because now it's going to bug me, because I don't know where it's at. Yeah. I passed it up a couple times when I was sorting out all that stuff that was in that huge, ginormous tub. So, maybe I'll get lucky and it'll be on top. No, we never get that lucky, right? Oh, my goodness. And it was so cold yesterday, I went to bed by 11. I've been going to bed at 11 o'clock. What is that? I guess my body's ready for the time change. Oh, by the way, change your clocks tonight. You know, they used to say that 100 years ago, and now my computer does it for itself. The phone does it for itself. And I do have to change the alarm clock and the clock in the front room. I just have a little, what do you call it? Little clock. Digital clock. But it won't change it by itself. So, yeah. Those two I have to physically change. But, yeah, now we have everything done for us. I was watching this other guy. He's from Michigan, I believe. And I thought it was, I could just see the future coming. Like an oncoming freight train. He goes to different places and that kind of thing. And I don't know his name right now off the top of my head. But he went to this, and he goes to places like in Michigan or, within 150 miles of that area-ish. Or within those states. And he went to this pizza place, and it's a pizza restaurant. It's not a, what do you call it? A brand pizza place. It's like a mom and pop place. And they have, are you ready? You can get pizza in 3 minutes. And it comes out of a machine. It has the front, you order you can get pizza and you can get breadsticks or soft pretzels or some kind of cookies. And, yeah, and 2 kinds of cookies. And you make your order. You pay with your credit card, because it doesn't take cash. And in 3 minutes, it'll pop out like a 10-inch pizza. I was like, oh my goodness. Restaurant, And we'll be saying in 15 to 20 years, probably, gosh, I wish I could just go sit at a restaurant and eat. Do you see this coming like an oncoming freight train? I couldn't believe it. And it popped out a cheese pizza. They had 2 or 3 different kinds of pizza you could get. And it came out in 3 minutes. Now, I'm sure all these things were frozen, and it just puts it on some kind of a metal pan, and it cooks it in 3 minutes. Oh, man, am I feeling old. Old and sounding like I'm old-fashioned. Some days I like to go and sit at a restaurant and have somebody serve me, and other days I like it when we can just go pick up sandwiches, say at Subway, or pick up little pizzas, the little personal-sized pizzas at Godfather's, and take it home and eat it, because we don't feel like messing, But 95% of the time, my daughter and I were eating at a restaurant. We like that. And we have a good restaurant in town that my daughter and I go to all the time. It's our favorite restaurant. But it's a mom and pop one. And I don't know. It's becoming, if that place goes, we're in trouble. Oh, I did find out about the stitching store. I'm just full of crap today. The sewing store, remember me telling you about that? Oh, yes, we want to leave that alone. The gentleman had been there for, 45 years in the same place, him and his wife. She passed in 2015, and he kept running it from that point. And he retired. So they had a little party there for him, and a cake and everything. Because he always had his girls come in, and, no, I'd say his girls. These older women, they were probably my age and up to, God, who knows, But they came in and they would stitch victory quilts. Is that what that's called? I think that's what they called them. And they would present, like they'd make one a month or whatever. This is before the big panini. Um, they would make one for a different veteran here in town or in our county, I believe. So I thought that was cool. But by then I didn't have a sewing machine and I was out of quilting. I could pick it up at any time if I wanted to, but it's just too... This goes fast enough. I can't do because I hand stitch all my quilts and piece them. And yes, I did have a sewing machine at one point, and living in Kansas killed it. It got too much moisture and ruined it. I had bought a Elna sewing machine in Iowa when we lived there, God, 20 years ago. And we're lucky that it lasted this long. I made plenty of quilts, and I was machine sewing them then. And then I fell into a rabbit hole, and I was hand stitching like wedding ring quilts and grandmother's flower gardens because I figured I didn't have enough control to stitch them on a sewing machine. But yeah, I've made plenty of quilts, so now we're down to hand stitching. Hand cutting, hand stitching. Yeah, it's just too much on my poor old hands. So that's when I picked up cross stitch, and I've been at it ever since. Did you notice I put that on my finger, but I'm not using that finger? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. So yeah, that's about all that I know. It's not supposed to snow. It's just going to be cloudy and windy all week. Sorry. Did I get you too close? Now I notice, right? What can I say? It is what it is, folks. We're doing our best. But I like to stitch, and it keeps the hand sewing going. I love making quilts, and then I would hand quilt them. Oh yeah, I'm your old school girl. Yeah, had to do it that way because that's the way it was. I like the way it looks when you hand stitch quilts and you sew the pieces together. Yeah, it's a moment. Yeah, gotta have that. So now I'm getting it with all the threads. Yeah, I love all the threads. I could just take a bath in all the threads. They're just so beautiful. And there's just not enough time in the day or the year or anything to get it all done. Alright guys, I think I have yapped long enough. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a good rest of your Saturday and a good rest of your weekend. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.